Okay, we're back now at the Walgreens drugstore, pharmacy, 3696 Southwest Topeka Boulevard, that has been robbed in about the last half hour. This robbery occurred right around 9:25 a.m. on Thursday. Here, as a customer was in the store, we're told, was milling around looking at different items. Finally, he came up toward the front of the store, and at that point, he displayed a weapon, a gun that was in his waistband under his shirt. He never really pulled out the weapon, but he did display it. At that point, the robber was able to make off with some merchandise and an undisclosed amount of cash at this point. The suspect right now is still on the loose. He's described as a Hispanic male, in probably about his late 30s. He was wearing a dark-colored ball cap with an insignia on it, a gray t-shirt, blue basketball shorts, and white tennis shoes. He had a little bit of facial hair, and again, he appeared to be in his mid to late 30s. So this happening here at the Walgreens just to the north of 37th and Topeka Boulevard a short time ago. The video here is being examined right now by police, who are trying to track down exactly where this individual may have gone. Now, he was believed to have entered a car over here on the west side of the parking lot that you're looking at right now. And at that point, they believe that this individual had been left to the south. But there's been no confirmation yet on where exactly this person went. This is what they're looking for. The Shawnee County Sheriff's Office did bring out a K-9 unit momentarily, but that was called off when it was discovered that the person had gotten into a vehicle right over here and then had left the scene. No injuries were reported, and only a couple of folks were inside the Walgreens store. The employees were up front helping customers. And again, no one really seemed to get a real good look at this individual other than at the time of the robbery there at the front counter. Again, this individual had been in the store for quite some period of time, and he had been looking at merchandise. Again, he came up to the counter ostensibly to buy something, but the incident quickly changed when he pulled or showed this gun, this weapon that he had under his waistband, we're told. And at that point, the man was able to make off with some merchandise and an unknown amount of money. So police right now are here trying to ascertain where he went. You see up ahead here, Shawnee County Sheriff's deputy is walking up there just to my south at the north side of the Burger King restaurant. So the sheriff's detectives and the police officers are working closely together. Police detectives are here, and they're going to be looking at video surveillance, maybe from here at this U.S. Bank building if they have any. And again, they've tried to find some here from the Walgreens store, and they've also gone up to Burger King hoping to find some video surveillance up there. I also see Kansas Highway Patrol troopers here on the scene. So we've got Shawnee County Sheriff, we have Kansas Highway Patrol, and we also have Topeka Police Department. Now, Walgreens here right now is closed, so you can't get into the store. This person's here is probably going to find that out momentarily when they go in there and the doors won't open. So probably not a good idea to come around here just yet. They'll probably be open here before too long. Again, no shots were fired, no injuries reported, but this all happening again around 9:25 here at the Walgreens at 3696 Southwest Topeka Boulevard in the southwest corner of the old White Lakes Mall parking lot where we're located right now. We'll keep it here live just for a few minutes just to see if we can maybe find out anything else that's going on right now. Again, this individual unfortunately finds that the store is locked, is closed until the police get done with some of their work. They may be going in to try to collect some more evidence. The crime scene is going to be out here, so it may take a while for the store to open up again because there's going to be some investigations going on to see if they can get some better idea of who was in there. I was told by Police Officer Dominic Yancey just a few minutes ago. So the crime scene investigation is already on the way. We have detectives already here at the store, and again, we have lots of officers out looking for this person. Once again, the robber, the person who held up the store this morning, he is described as a Hispanic man, about late 30s, mid to late 30s, wearing a black baseball cap with an insignia on it, a gray t-shirt, we're told medium blue colored shorts, like basketball shorts, white tennis shoes. And there was some reports early that he may have gotten into a silver Nissan and left. Now, we haven't gotten that confirmed yet. We'll maybe see if we can find that out here momentarily. But again, you can see there's still quite a lot of activity out here with law enforcement here on the scene. Again, here comes some crime scene folks, take photos, and you can see right now going on. and people making their way in the parking lot, really not knowing what's going on here. A few weeks ago we had, remember the $2 general stores robbed about the same time of day over in North Topeka and over then at 10th and Fairlawn. The person was arrested in connection with that holdup, or those two holdups I should say. But again, we're here right now just waiting to see if we might be able to get a little bit more information. We'll keep it here just for a few more minutes until such time as it looks like we've gotten all we're going to get. And again, officers are still on the scene, more are on the way. So we'll continue walking over this way momentarily, and we appreciate your being with us. We may see if we can get a Facebook Live here. I did talk to Officer Yancey moments ago. We'll see if we can get a little bit more on him here real quick. It looks like he's going to be going on to the camera, so I'll see if he'll be so kind and he'll give us a quick interview also afterwards. He wasn't real excited about going on live, but hopefully he'll give us just a word here momentarily. Right now we're looking on and we are going to just keep it here live for just a minute. Somebody says, what Walgreens? 37th and Topeka, South Topeka. We're right here. If you know where Topeka's landmarks are, we're right here at the old White Lakes Mall parking lot. There's the old White Lakes Mall right there. And there's the U.S. Bank. And again, they're getting video surveillance from some of these different businesses here. Right over here to the south, there's the Burger King up there. And there's video up there apparently too that the police were trying to see if they could get a hold of, to see which direction that this person may have fled in after having gotten into this vehicle that we were told he got into over here on the west side of the parking lot, whether it was right over here on the northwest side or over here on the just the plain west side, if you will, just over here by Topeka Boulevard. The gentleman that is suspected in the robbery had been in the store for a period of time, was apparently looking for items, came up to the front counter. Again, it appeared he was going to be buying something, and instead he displayed a handgun that was in his waistband. Didn't really pull it out, but he did display it, and that therefore constituted the robbery, as that individual then was at the checkout stand and got some money, took some items, and again, that's, as far as we know, that's about it right now. Looking for this individual. Officers are in the area trying to find where he may have gone. So we'll try to see if we can get a little bit more here momentarily. Just stay with us for a few short minutes. Topeka police have been busy today. They've already had some interesting activity this morning where they were able to get somebody wanted in an aggravated robbery. And so we will keep it here just for another minute or two. We'll see if we can get a word from the officer here momentarily, until he'll give us a quick on camera. Otherwise, that's about it, folks. If you're just joining us, we've got an armed robbery here this morning at the Walgreens, 3696 Southwest Topeka Boulevard, South Topeka, right here by 37th and Topeka Boulevard, about 9:25 this morning. Again, if you're just joining us, a man walked into the store, milled around for a while, acted like he was going to get something. Then obviously he wasn't interested in buying anything. He was interested in taking some things, including money and merchandise, at gunpoint. The man showed his weapon to one of the clerks at the front counter. Then that person was able to make off with the money and the property, and took off, I believe, in a silver car that was parked over here somewhere on the west side of the building. At that point, the officers have kind of lost track of where that individual may have gone. They thought at first he went south, but again, they're trying to find out exactly where he may have gone.
Yeah, he's in there.
Hey, Dominic.
Yes.
Can I put you on real quick? Just
that's fine.
Okay. So Dominic Yancey's here, and I've kind of been on Facebook Live for a while, just telling people what we knew, but it might be just to reiterate one last time. This all happened about 9:25, right? Something like that.
9:28 is what time we got the call. So give it a few minutes in between from the time it happened to the time that the employees actually called us, and then from there we made contact with the store officials, who indicated that a Hispanic male, roughly in his mid to possibly late 30s, came inside the store. He had shopped around for a little bit before coming to the front counter. that time he did display a handgun. He didn't pull it from his waistband, but he kind of raised his shirt to indicate that he had one. At that time he got merchandise and possibly some money from the store before leaving the store.
And then he left in the parking lot. We believe it may be a silver car. We're not sure.
It's possibly silver or dark gray. We're still trying to get some clarity on the video, and we're looking to try to see what direction he did leave from the store.
Okay. All right. So still in the early stages, and the store's probably going to be closed for a little while, I would think.
The store's going to be closed until we can process everything and make sure that we look at all the camera video and try to backtrack every step that he took in hopes to maybe he handled some merchandise inside the store, touched counters, doors, you know, anything that could be conducive to possibly getting a fingerprint off of.
Okay. So we appreciate you coming on and letting us know a little bit more about this, Dominic.
Not a problem.
And thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Okay, have a good day, sir.
You too.
And that is Dominic Yancey, the Topeka police officer, telling us again in a very close, a very succinct fashion of the situation here. You just heard it from Officer Yancey. So we will conclude our report from here now in South Topeka, where again the Walgreens store was robbed around 9:28 this morning, and no injuries reported. One person is still at large and looking to see if this individual might be located. If you see anything, if you heard anything, if you have any idea, why don't you give police detectives a ring? They'd be glad to at least take your call there at 785-368-9400. Again, 785-368-9400. And there's always Crime Stoppers at 785-234-0007. That's 785-234-0007. Reporting for CJOnline.com and reporting on Facebook Live, this is Phil Anderson from South Topeka.